under observation. It's that lighthouse over there, the one with the yellow trim. Why don't you get to the shadow of that big tree over there? We'll find you as soon as the Substack gets red card.
In the dark shadows, I wait for them at the corner store. Wait for them in the bathroom. They won't be coming back for more. I'm a vigilante. I settle the score. Trick them into coming down. Meet them in a dark alley. Pull the trigger. Take them home like yesterday's garbage. Got pushed to the end. Now I'm coming. Get your hand off my children if you know what's good for you. You're all miscreant, you shouldn't be alive. We can take care of that as sure as you thrive. Well, not for long, I see you there. Don't think they went unnoticed. As you do your thing, you will now pay. I'm the vigilante, and I've come to collect.
You've become one of them now.
You're hunted. I see you in my crosshair. I'm a vigilante, a night stalker. I'm a vigilante, a night stalker, a vigilante. I take vengeance very seriously. I'm pushed to the edge. Now I'm coming. If you hurt the innocent one, you will see me. Street justice.
Name of the Most High. Yeah, well, okay. So the ripple effect from the debate on the movement of God, which is what it was, since nobody had predicted it. And then we commented on it just a few hours later because God showed me what it was, what he was doing. Was intended to give you comfort that you're not alone. That even when your worst nightmares, or you're thinking, that God was there, had your back. And that was the important thing about it. I really hope you took that that you got that from it, and that you're able to take that to heart and feel, and not feel lonely, not feel alone, not feel overwhelmed, not feel bested by some enemy. This enemy is a joke. Okay, we're going to get into that with AI. So here we are. No, Kamala is not the president of the United States. That is, I'll just say this in speculating. I actually don't believe. I have an inkling, and this is not of God or anything else. It's just my own inkling that she will not only not be the nominee, but it's going to be just like excommunicated from the United States. I mean, just like vehemently thrown out along with, I wish all her journalists, Joy Reids and all the rest of them, would go too, because they are just absolutely disgusting liars. Everything they say is, can you imagine everything you say is a lie? I know they get paid to lie, and that's why they lie. But do you think they even know the difference anymore? I don't think so. But what a horrible, to wake up into this, further and further into this satanic culture, to know that it's run by people that worship devil worshipers who kill children for fun and games, for a number of reasons. But I mean, who hunt and kill children, who indoctrinate people into, perverse lifestyles, cutting boys' penises off, turning girls into boys, all this kind of stuff. And I look at the people doing it, I go, were you that much of a raging pervert back in high school? Holy shit. You were hiding this thing that's now you're out in the open and walking around, parading naked in the pride parade in front of little kids and shaking your junk around. You're disgusting, man. And no, you're not. Your pronouns are shit for brains. How dare you abuse our children? You fucking asshole and liar. Really, and that's the lot of you. What's wrong with you people? I mean, even in my days of being, he's homophobic. I am certainly not homophobic, and everyone knows that. I'm certainly, am I anti perversion? Well, when you start getting out knives, I start becoming, I'm anti perversion then. Yeah. But that's not my topic. That's a big topic, and that pertains to the Olympics, where they're carrying on the same bullshit that they've been carrying on. And I can just tell you this: if you keep carrying that on, you won't be there anymore. You'll be gone. I don't know what day, and I don't know when exactly, but I know what God will do, and He will take you out. He will take you out like yesterday's garbage. And that's all your life will ever have been amounted to, is just garbage. You may have your little day in the sun, but you guys are obviously out there trying to hurt our children. In the old days, people would just take a gun and blow your head off, And now tolerance means we tolerate naked men parading around in public, shaking their, genitals at kids on the sidelines, which is what I saw. And that's what's going on at the Olympics. And the Olympics is an abomination. I'm not going to have any participation in that. We don't have the Olympics anymore, if that's what you want to call it. We don't have the Olympics anymore. And to me, it's clown shit show. It's a shit show, but it's a clown show. So it's clown shit show. It's clown shit. The whole thing is clown shit. And the people are IQ of what, 50? Retardation. Do what you're told. And, the people running it are, let me explain something to you, all of you, especially some of the leaders that are, the pedophile leaders. One of the big pedophile leaders is a guy named Jeffrey Marsh. Let me tell you something. you will respect what I'm saying. You will bow down, not to me, but in the end, you'll bow down to God. Every knee will bow. And I guarantee you that the things that you're doing to children will not go unnoticed. Okay, Jeffrey, Mr. Abuse. Oh, I knew lots of Jeffreys when I was a kid. Yes, Jeffrey, we all know you. Yeah, we've unfortunately, you're the infiltrator. I mean, there were two of these Jeffreys that would a thing. When I was putting a ritual called playtime, there were two Jeffreys shaking their penises and kids' faces and getting everybody acclimated into the orgy. Yeah, come on, Jeffrey. We all know what you're about. You're about trauma. You're Mr. Trauma. And your name, Marsh? Did you come from a prestigious elite background, Jeffrey? Yeah, Marsh, huh? It's a big name. Anyway, God help you. I truly hope God helps you. And as you can see, I'm absolutely not shy of talking to any of you, but I mean, I will not put up with abusing of children. My daughter is dead because of people like you. Do you realize that? I could really hold a grudge. I mean, I could become a vigilante pretty easily. I wrote a song about it instead to funnel my anger. I should ask Pia if she would put that song in here, Vigilante. Okay, let's go on to AI. I'm sorry, I have digressed, and I didn't mean to get into a big child abuse thing, but trans movement is child abuse. Okay, the idea of understanding people that have transphobia or rather gender phoric. A lot of us had that when we were kids. Wouldn't it be nice to have the choice to have somebody just cut your balls off, and then you're 18 looking at yourself in the mirror and you have a gun to your head and you just blow your brains out. Then you blame it on Trump and Trump supporters. You blame it on homophobes. You blame it on people that are not like you. That's your trick. And dumb fucks fall for it, which is basically, I mean, I have to, when I walk down the street, I try not to be too egotistical, but I mean, I do have my brain. I have my mind. I have my soul. I have my wits. And God shows me things. And God's with me, so I don't feel alone at all. And I have friends, and I have a life. But anyway, I don't need to explain that to you. You perverts you've been the same when I was a kid. You're the same now with these kids. And because Francesca's dead, in Francesca's name, basically, I see you. I condemn what you're doing. There is a way out. It's Jesus. And I suggest you look into that. All right, next. No, I mean, if you repent, of course, you become a brother or sister to me, to us. But I mean, if you don't, you're not only obviously the enemy because you're going to kill people like us, but you become an abomination unto God. And then in that case, you get annihilated, which will not be me. So this, I've seen a few scenes of the Olympics, and I'm not surprised that the Super Bowl and the Olympics are like, I think the Super Bowl this year will be competing. They're trying desperately to go woke. Woke now just means perverse child abuse and suicide club, and then blame everything on MAGA. So I hope you can live with yourselves. But anyway, AI. Thank God there's no AI. There never has been, nor will there ever be AI. AI does not exist and will never exist. What you have is very powerful computers that can compile everything, make their dumb, idiotic predictions, blather. And, because I've done 3 AI videos and they compiled, they did a professional job, but everything was, everything that AI does automatically is biased, pre-programmed. You're pre-set up. You're pre-programmed, every one of you. And they're starting it, with the movie Civil War. They got that going because they want to have a race war. And they want to have a black woman kill President Trump. And they're doing it. I don't miss anything because I'm just uniquely sensitive. But I can tell you this, that your AI will not help you in the end. And this AI it's basically a new world order, woke, totalitarian robot that's going to be running things. And because they're going to give it the power of a god. It's going to be their god. And they want everyone to listen to it because they programmed it. It's just a supercomputer. They programmed to pre-program you. That's it. Period. End of story. Stop. Oh, with AI, look at all the stuff I can do. No, there is no AI. Can they create a matrix world that you could euthanize yourself into? Well, no, because if you euthanize yourself, you're dead. So no, you could become an avatar in something, but if you're not there, you're dead. You won't be there. You'll be dead and your avatar could go on. Sure, that can happen. And I'm sure they will convince kids today have IQ of 3. They're going to go right for it. They're going to line up around the block for it. They're going to go, well, I'm sad. Well, the reason you're sad is because you turn away from God. You turn away from the things that are just offered to you freely. You turn away from the most, good relations between people, honesty, integrity, those kind of things. And when you throw those out the window, oh yeah, you're going to be a pretty lonely, pretty scared little boy, little girl. You're going to be, looking for the big tit of the government to suck on, to become dependent to. And I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. Republican because I guess Republicans would be the biggest consumers of children. I mean, that may change with Trump, but I mean, that's what I've got bad memories of Republicans. And then you've got, Democrats, which basically lie all day long and feel like they're superior to everybody else. And so these two groups are both bad, And I had a dream about this last night, so I know I have unction to do this. That no, I don't. I've done 3 of these travel videos, and they can be helpful, but you know what? The videos were not in my voice. The videos were not the choices I would make. The AI was not helpful to me at all. I am unsubscribing to AI after I get off this podcast. And I am to InVideo. InVideo AI is what I subscribe to. I don't ever want to see it again. I don't want people writing scripts for me because they're disingenuous. You're looking at soulless. Now there's a new thing that will take your screenplay and analyze it within 5 minutes and get it back to you. Critique. They're not qualified to critique. If you go on this bullshit AI, which doesn't exist, and you pay them money to critique your screenplay, if you manage to write one, okay, congratulations on finishing. But if you've done that, and then you take notes from this fucking piece of shit, then that just makes you a fool. If you want notes on your screenplay, you're going to have it read the old-fashioned way. You're going to have a human beings involved with you and your writing process. I mean, yes, they can write a script and they can sidle up to you and become your friend. The robot could be your friend. Oh, some of the best cuisine in Mendocino, and you can have, here's some seafood, and here's a beautiful coastline you can walk on, and look at these humans having a good time. And it's a big sales job. It's bullshit. Got no soul. It's not real. It's not a real narrator. TikTok, there are no more real narrators. Everything you see there is AI now. That means fake narration, cloning of voices. They cloned my voice. I cloned it to hear it back, and it sounded terrible. Because AI does not, if it's AI, then my voice would sound beautiful. It'd sound perfect. It would sound better than it sounds now. But it didn't. Okay. And AI can't be trusted to do anything other than what the oligarchs, the people with their heads up their asses, who think they're in charge of us. The only thing AI serves is their assholes. They shove those things up their asses, and they become empowered, or they'll chip their heads, or they're getting ready to chip everybody. With the idea of bumping up in intelligence. Well, people are, I think, too stupid to realize they need a pump up of intelligence. But in general, AI is an evil concept, and so I'm, dropping it. I'm probably not going to go back to Facebook again. I'm sorry, but it's a bunch of shit. And the people there are nice and all, my friends, and it's fun to share. I picked a bunch of fruit last night. Let me show you this fruit. I show you the fruit. Let me show you this fruit. I want to have something positive. I don't want to just yell at the perverts and the AI people and the TikTokers and the whoever else. I'm not here to make enemies, but you give me no choice. We got to pull over all the debris. That's from the garden, from our trees, including the grass. So you got these little plums. These are delicious. These beautiful apples. Look at that color. And lovely peaches. Lots of them. And they're moving fast. And I'll just say this. Let me see if I can find well, the right plums are not there. But look at these peaches.
They're small this year.
Is there another plum somewhere else?
We had to get them because the birds were moving in.
Are there other plums somewhere else?
A few over here.
Here's
Birds
a plum.
got most of them.
Oh, that's extraordinary. That's not AI. That is. How long has it been since you've had a plum? I would highly recommend it. Well, that's about all I've got today. Kamala, I promised I would. I get a feeling, that we won't be dealing with her much longer. That she'll be run out of town. That's my feeling. I don't. Will it be at the convention? I don't know the details. It's just a feeling, and it's not a strong feeling, but it's a feeling that she won't be with us much longer. But if she is, this is my friends, and to my friends who we always talk about taxes together. Okay, you guys, can you imagine if she did get in, what the tax situation would be? I mean, you're talking about 80-90% taxes, plus you're talking about I can't even go into all the things she wants to do, but she's just absolutely, I mean, she won't be affected by it. But I mean, the only purpose of taxation is the prevention of wealth creation by the oligarchs, by the shithead fuckers, okay, by the people that put us in bondage and slavery. I was born into slavery, so I know what I'm talking about. Oh, you were too. You just may not know it yet. But again, Jesus is freedom. So, you know, America will never really truly bring freedom. Like I said, the tax code itself is punitive, and it's to prevent people from creating wealth. Did you know that they intend to talk down the cryptocurrency so they can bring in CBDC? And did you know that they're all buying Bitcoin? Yeah. And Bitcoin's, turned out between gold, Bitcoin, and silver, Bitcoin has won the contest. But it's because they're buying it and telling you not to buy it. Bill Gates says it's going to zero. Larry Fink says it's going to zero. Jamie Dimon, I think, was saying it's going to zero. So these financial titans are saying it's going to zero while they're gorging themselves on it, putting as much money into it as they can. I just find that to be typical. Because see, they're ahead of you 2 steps at least, probably more like 5 steps, and they've got all their algorithms and their supercomputing and everything geared to making a profit and screwing you. That's basically what it is. And Kamala, she's not really a leftist like that. She's not really a hardcore communist, but she learned that by having policies like that, they coddle her. She gets famous because of that. They boost her up. But I think even Obama is finding out that she's disingenuous. So I think, if Obama decides to dump her, then she's dumped. You don't have a democracy. You do not have a representative republic. You might as well grow up to the fact that that's a truth. Given that fact, we have to do the best we can, but we need to work to, enlighten people. I mean, I don't know. I think we need to educate people. But see, a lot of these women that don't have husbands and they have babies, or they're in brothels and stuff, they just give the babies over to the cartels. You know what I mean? And the cartels deliver them to the clients around the world. The cartels basically have all our politicians in their pockets. Listen, they fly around on the Gulf Stream, whatever it is, on private jets, and they even run airlines. They're the richest people in the world, the cartels. So you have to understand they call the shots here politically, and they want drugs. And they killed 185,000 people with fentanyl. Okay, just check this out. 185,000 people with fentanyl is like, what is it, like 3 times more than World War II? Does that ring a bell? And COVID killed what, 25 million so far, 30 million? And it was done on purpose. So it's understandable why they would feel confident that you're not going to do anything. You're going to be scared, and you're going to sit there, and you're going to be scared of them, and you're going to keep your mouth shut, your nose clean, and you're not going to raise your voice, and you're not going to try to help your fellow man. You're going to sit in your isolated apartment and hope that the paycheck keeps coming. And I'm here to tell you that this road is a very rocky road indeed. But again, I want to emphasize this. God showed up at that debate. God showed up at and to prove that the debate was a movement of God was the assassination attempt, a movement of God too. it was part of the same movement. It's one movement that began then and kept rippling out. Now, how much more comfort do you need? That's a lot of comfort. And so I feel good about the future. You know, I feel like there are opportunities. I feel good about movies we're making and different things. And I'm hoping to, you know, that they become more popular and I can reach you with them. And well, the Albion one, yeah, that goes back to my own personal experiences, and that's really hardcore. That's the, you know, I watched this romantic comedy. It's called, I think, Falling. Harry Connick Jr. and it was filmed on Cyprus, where we're filming a new film as well. And man, I thought it was great. And if you like, and you think I'm all horror and all dark and twisted with my movies and books and things, and that's true, I am, because I'm still healing. You know, I still have, you know, dark things I have to understand, and I'm sorry, but it just makes me fucked up, and I am fucked up. But here's the thing. This was so pure of heart. It just cried every other scene. It's a romantic comedy. And I don't want to say much more about that. What was it called? Falling. Catch Me Falling, or
I can't remember the title. But
anyway, it was very.
It was a song he had written.
But it's because they're filming right where we're going to be filming, and that island is beautiful. Medicine. So, you know, I was interested in it for that reason, and then I found myself sucked into it. And I'm a sucker for these romantic comedies. I just, you know, anybody finding love or being nice to each other. Now, there's conflicts where there's a big falling out of everybody. That's all romantic comedies have that. And then there's a coming back together. And it winds up on the sweetest note. And then I looked at good old IMDb. And IMDb, I mean, they just couldn't stop. You know, there they are slamming it. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This movie it doesn't need your approval or disapproval. It just works. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't deserve to get a 1 rating. Yeah. It doesn't. It's you watch it yourselves. It's a beautiful movie in a beautiful island. It's got the right values. It's not religious at all. I mean, kind of, you know, everyone there is Christian and they go to church. As it is in Cyprus, that's how it is. But what a beautiful island! What gorgeous water! What a nice place to be. I'm not there yet, but I have to work my health back enough to to you know, get on an airplane and shoot. I think that once I get across the pond over there, I just don't think I'll come back. You know, I just stay there. But no, so that's a good recommend. It's on Netflix. Netflix produced it, and there's just nothing wrong with it. And I know Netflix produces lots of funky things, and you know, Obama's on the board of directors, and you know, I understand all that. But then again, if I did that kind of analysis with everything, I would sit in a little corner and I wouldn't move, and I'd be like, you know, please kill me. That's not how I'm going to live. I'm out here amongst you know, we're walking among scorpions and snakes. And I have to eventually, like today, I had to kind of crush them because of the abomination they're making the Olympics into, which is basically what they're doing with the Olympics is all spiritual, all religious. It's all a ritual. And what they're doing with these occultic rituals and these perversions is cursing themselves and cursing the Olympics forever and ever. May I say it? So you pay me the big bucks for? The Olympics, as we've known it, is gone. just like the Super Bowl. It's gone. Accept it. Change it if you want. If that's your calling, then get in there and try to change it. But as of right now, it's cursed as an abomination of God. And it will never, ever, ever, it will always be moving more toward bringing the most ultimate perversions out to be acceptable. That's the whole thing of the Satanists. They want their perversions, their addictions, their disgusting habits to become acceptable to the public, you know, in the name of non-bigotry. And it's a bullshit sham. It's a ruse. They know better than that. They can't help themselves. But let's not help them to become more overt, because kids are being influenced by this. You know, I mean, where did we see it? They were using a Ouija board somewhere. The kids are getting the Ouija boards out now again. My God, you get the Ouija board out, you're going to become demon possessed. The Ouija board opens a door to the other side, to the dark side, for demons to come through. And they come through with the idea of possessing an individual. So people that play the game of the Ouija board are just vessels waiting to be inhabited, and they can lurk in your body for months and even years before they manifest, you know, to make you think that nothing happened and that you're okay. You're not okay. You need deliverance. If you mess with Ouija boards, you're going to need that deliverance prayer. Someone to, well, it's not a big deal. Somebody prays over you. Is that something? In Jesus' name, I pray to break this spell of people that don't want prayer. In Jesus' name, amen. Please. God, if it's gotten to the point where you won't even accept prayer anymore, I mean, what the hell is that? Someone wants to pray over you because they love you and they want to help you. But anybody can see you're lost. I mean, anybody, everybody. It's not like you're hiding something by being quiet and not asserting yourself. And the good news is these prayers are available. I mean, there's some good ones online, really good ones to deliver from demons. Rich Keltner, his ministry, you can find him on Facebook or on X or, you know, social media. Rich Keltner, he's a deliverance minister. He can help. He's certainly helped me when I was dying. He really came to the rescue. He was really there in the gap, along with many others. But boy, I covet prayers. I mean, I want people to pray over me. I need it because I get, you know, I got so weak. That they were the only things holding me up. Okay. I'm 70 years old. What do you want? What do you want from me? Okay. I will see you next time. God bless.
Abomination, sick creation, abomination, abomination, revelation, abomination, a recreation, appropriation. How do I reach you? I'm not gonna quit today. Never do this. It's abomination, abomination, abomination. It's a revelation, contraction, attraction, distraction, benediction, emasculation, a destination. I promise you I will go singing. I'm never gonna do it again. You think you just go walk out here? I know what you do. I know where you've been. You're not squeaky clean. You'll never get in. Abomination, abomination, occupation, you're an abomination, abomination, never gonna do it again. Never gonna do it again. No solution.
Hurrah!